Welcome to the Jeff Crilley Show. And now, here's Jeff Crilley.
Welcome back to the Jeff Crilley Show. I'm excited about this segment. It is a excellent concept that is going over easy with, I'm sorry, with the puns. The concept's called Yolk. And,
yes, sir.
And Nick Roditis is managing partner.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing excellent.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
And I'm doing even better since I started to eat your French toast. This is amazing. Okay, let's take the listener back in time. When did the Yolk concept?
Yolk started in Chicago about 10 years ago. The founder, Taki Kastanis, has been in the restaurant industry his whole life. His family's been in the restaurant industry for 30, 40 years. And I've known him since I was born. Literally, since I was born, our parents were best friends. So I've been in the industry just as long.
So anybody who's familiar with Chicago, this is an iconic brand there.
Yes.
I mean, it's Fox News even rated it best breakfast. I mean, it's a legendary brand, and it's just come to DFW.
We just came about a year and a half ago, yes.
Tell us why you chose DFW.
Dallas is an ever-expanding market, and there's such an influx of people from Chicago coming over here, and we thought it's probably the best city to go to after Chicago.
Okay, without bashing the competition, because I know in your mind there is no competition.
I don't bash anybody.
What does Dallas need to learn from Chicago about breakfast?
I mean, we do it the best, from our customer service to the recipes to what we put into. We put our hearts into everything we make, and it shows with our food.
So I had a chance to go down to their Yolk downtown location, and it is amazing. I mean, from the customer experience as soon as you hit the door to how you're greeted and the whole experience. I mean, that's something you really pay attention to, isn't it?
It's very important for us that customer service is number one. Even after the food, really. We want people to have that feeling that, they've known you their whole life. And you said when you had walked in, there was this warm welcome, and I didn't tell them you were coming. I could have been like, hey, I have these important people coming and whatnot, but I didn't, and just so you can see how it is. And that's how they greet everyone. Whether there's an hour wait and there's people coming in, they'll stop and be like, hey, good morning. They're like, doesn't matter what time it is. It could be 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's good morning all the time. It's always morning in Yolk.
You know what impressed me the most about you, Nick, is just watching you watch me and Sarah eating breakfast, because I consider you an artist.
It wasn't a creepy thing.
It wasn't a creepy thing. But, I mean, your commitment to excellence is just excellence, is impressive, because I think a lot of people in the restaurant industry, they say, yeah, food is important, but they're all about bottom line and how we're going to expand. For you, it was really, is this thing that I find so beautiful to other people? And
that's what I want to make sure of. And it's important to me. And it's important to me when I ask for your feedback. I don't want oh, yeah, it was great. No, I can tell from your expression if it was good. And it's important to us. The other day, I was at our Sundance Square location, and these guys that were eating there 3 days in a row came up, and they just wanted to say thank you to the cooks that are back there, and they're shuffling, and they're like, hey, guys, we loved it. It's our third time here. The food is great. The service was great. And it's stuff like that, that genuine feeling that people appreciate what we're doing from the moment you walk in to the moment you leave, that is Yolk.
Well, I think because of the attention that evening restaurants get, breakfast sometimes doesn't get the respect it deserves. It's a great, it could be argued that it's the best meal of the day.
All the time that you can't screw up breakfast. I beg to differ. I think that it's very easy to screw up breakfast, just like it's easy to screw up pizza.
Right.
Which Chicago also has the best of. But
I agree. Well, let me ask you this, and I know I shouldn't even say the word McDonald's in the same sentence with you, because you're not in the same category. But
no.
They went to an all-day breakfast.
It didn't affect us at all.
No. But I'm saying that what they, by going to an all-day breakfast, they have basically told America how important breakfast is to their bottom line and the dining palate of America.
Sure. And one of the things that we do is we have breakfast all day long from our hours of operation, 6 to 3. You can have breakfast right before we close. You can have lunch right when we open. Doesn't matter. And people do it all the time. I mean, we probably serve more breakfast on the weekends at like 2 o'clock than we do a burger or a salad, which
Okay.
we do have both of those as well.
And Nick comes from a traditional Greek family. Tell us about the Greek influence, and then is there going to be kind of a Texas flair to the Yolks here?
Well, I think there's already a little bit of a Texas flair. As we came here, we changed the menu a little bit. We added our own salsa verde. We also added chilaquiles to the menu, which has done phenomenal in both markets, both Chicago and Dallas and Sundance Square. I can't keep enough of it in-house. We just keep making it and making it and making it. So we definitely want to acclimate to, the cities that we're in. And there's a lot of great flavors to choose from in the Texas market. As far as the Greek twists, Greeks are notorious for having diners. I mean, in Chicago, it's, you go to a restaurant and you're like, oh, it's definitely Greek because you see Greek salads, Greek this, Greek
Right.
that, Euro here, Euro that. So we tried not to do it too much, but we do have my big fat Greek omelet. So and that sells well. But we try not to go overboard on it because we try to appeal to everyone and not just, we're Greek.
Right.
It's the only thing that we're doing that's Greek is we're doing it well.
Nick Roditis from Yolk is here. Tell us where your locations are right now.
Right now, we have our first location in One Arts Plaza, which is 1722 Ruth Street in the Arts District. We also have our Sundance Square location at 350 Main Street. And we also are opening up in Preston Center probably in the beginning of September.
Wow.
We're very excited about that, and we'll continue to grow.
All great locations.
I hope so.
Yeah. Now, in the restaurant industry, is location? Is that true?
It is true. Location. However, if you don't have a good product, it doesn't matter where you are.
Right.
And we believe in our product, and we feel that wherever we are, we'll do well. But of course, you want to be in the right spot.
I was, just before we went on the air, Nick was bragging about the butter, and I want you to hold up a little thing of this and tell us why this is important.
Well, everybody puts butter on their toast, on their French toast. I mean,
Right.
We want the right product. So this butter that we have, it's pure whipped butter, and it's silly that something this tiny is important to us, where some people will be like, it's just butter, why don't you just have whatever spread you want? But let's say you're dipping in. So
Right.
if I take the knife,
Right.
and this is silly, like I said, but it just
It
easily spreads, and when you're cutting into your butter, you don't want it to be hard as a rock.
And you were telling us off
And I
air,
think that it might be silly, but it's one of the details that we pay attention to. You want your butter to be able to be spread and not.
and I love that. I
Kill-
love
kill
that. So,
your-
I mean, to me, it just reinforces your commitment to excellence. And it was actually a hassle to get it down here.
To get it down here, we had to be busy enough for the company that we use to store it for us. And now that we have our third location that's being built, they see that we're going through a lot. So we finally got it in, and we're very happy about it. It's a little win for us. We like the small things in life.
I love it. Okay, so as a restaurateur, I know you must be always inventing and creating. And as you're sampling other foods or seeing what's hot in the grocery store, are you already thinking about
Always.
your next?
Always. Whenever you're eating anywhere, from what you're seeing on television, you're looking at trends constantly, seeing what people are asking for, and you want to incorporate that into your menu and make sure that you're keeping up with the times. Right now, like our red velvet French toast is
Oh my goodness.
is to die for. People love it.
It's,
Red velvet is huge right now, and we've had it on our menu for a little bit, and it's a killer.
You know what I'm always interested in is stuff that didn't work. Was there an item you tried out and then you had to discontinue it?
We had a breakfast pizza back in the day, and it actually tasted good, but I think it was just the concept of a breakfast pizza that people were like, I'm kind of afraid to try it.
Right?
So even if it was a good idea, it was off-putting to some people.
I applaud you for trying it. I think a lot of people who have stayed out all night, they will
They would
they will have cold pizza
definitely.
in the
And we
morning
open
for
early
breakfast.
enough, so if you're pulling an all-nighter, you can come straight there and get some good food.
Okay, kind of walk us through the menu. What are some things that you would want to highlight to the person who's never had the yolk experience?
Never had the yolk experience. Well, we have huge 5-egg omelets. If you're a meat eater, definitely I would go with the works. It's got sausage, bacon, ham, mushrooms, onions, tomatoes, Jack and cheddar cheese melted on top. Then it comes with red diced potatoes or fruit if you're trying to go that healthy route. And then
Right.
you also get toast, English muffin, or pancakes.
Wow.
So all that coming together. My personal favorite is our countryside skillet. It's just a smorgasbord of meats and potatoes and onions and green peppers with your choice of eggs on top. Also coming with pancakes if you'd like. Or you can go traditional with just a steak and eggs. So if you want to go healthy, we have quinoa. We have a South Beach Delight, which is a hollowed out pineapple that has Greek yogurt, and it's got walnuts and strawberries and pineapple. So if you want to eat really healthy, you can. And if you want to indulge, you also can. And if you're feeling a little hungover, then we got perfect food for that too.
They've got a nice vibe too. Sarah, why don't you jump on the mic?
Okay, so I have to say my mouth is watering just even thinking about the Eggs Benedict, and you had quite a few to choose from. So I went for the traditional, and I have to say I am an Eggs Benedict snob. I'm very particular, and it was delicious. I love the Eggs Benedict, and I was wondering from your restaurant concept if it was just all eggs, but there's quite a variety on the menu.
Yeah, we try to have a little bit of everything for everyone because not everybody wants to eat eggs, but we do have a rather large menu for sure.
Might I suggest the Nutella crepes were
My goodness.
amazing.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
I-
So my
Good,
son Caleb's
good for
gonna love them.
dessert, maybe not. If you start with that, you might not get anywhere else.
Even the beverages. What were we served? It was
The
just
fruit
The
delicious.
strawberry orange juice.
I know.
Our fresh made strawberry orange juice is a killer. And we're BYOB, so we get a lot of people on the weekends that bring in their own champagne, and then we just go through that stuff like it's water. I mean, it is delicious, and you guys had it, so.
What are the grand plans for the Yolk concept? I mean, do you see this in all 50 states?
We'd like to keep expanding. Right now we're going to focus on Texas. We love it here. We're going to keep expanding in the DFW Metroplex. We'd like to go to Houston and Austin as well.
Awesome.
But one state at a time. But yes, we plan on expanding.
Wow. Sarah, final question.
Quality first, then quantity.
Final question, when are you coming to Plano?
That is also in the works.
Is it really?
Seriously, it
They
is.
would like
Yes.
they would like
We've
that.
been scouting locations in the Plano area. So that is definitely coming.
Okay.
No
what-
joke.
Frisco,
No
Plano,
yolk.
West Plano specifically would be awesome.
Yolk is no joke. Hey, okay, what's the website? How do people find you?
www.eatyolk.com.
Love it. Thank you so much for being on the
Thank
Jeff
you so
Crilley
much
Show.
for having me.
All right.
Appreciate it.
We'll definitely have you back.
Can't wait.
Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, celebritizing your business. What does that mean? Next.
You're listening to The Jeff Crilley Show on Talk Radio 1190.